Hello everyone. Welcome to Controllers Tech. I got a lot of requests about making videos with STM32CubeIDE, so I will give it a shot. Today in this video, I am going to show you guys how to use live expressions, SWV Trace, and printf Debugging in CubeIDE using, of course, STM32. I am using STM32F446RE controller. Although, it should work with others too, if you follow the procedure properly. So, let's start the IDE, and create our project in CubeMX. Select the microcontroller here. I am going to name it as printf Debug Trace. Click Finish and wait for the project to open. First thing I am going to do is set the clock to the external crystal. This is it pretty much. We don't need any additional setup here. I am going to set the onboard LED as output. You don't have to do this. Now, let's move to the clock section. I have external crystal of 8 MHz. And I am going to configure it to give me a frequency of 180 MHz. You can configure to any clock you want. So, everything looks okay. Go to File, and click Save. This will generate the project. Next, open the main.c file. Here, first of all, we need to include stdio.h header file for the printf to work. Next, we need to overwrite the write function, with the following code. Printf rely on write function. And we are modifying it, to send the data, to the ITM. So, all the printf commands, will forward to the ITM. I am declaring a variable called count, which I will increment, and then trace it on SWV Trace. Let's write the main function now. I will toggle the onboard LED first. Then increment the count variable. Then print the value of the count variable on the console. And give a small delay for all these functions. Compile the code and hit the debug button. Choose STM32 application. In the Debugger tab, make sure the debug mode is GDB server. Scroll down, and enable serial wire viewer. In the core clock, type in your HCLK frequency. Mine is set to 180 MHz, that I set up in the clock configuration. Also make sure that the live expressions is enabled. Hit OK, and wait for the debugger to launch. In the debugger, we need to enable the monitoring first. Go to the window, Show View, and enable the SWV Trace, and SWV ITM console. Click on any of these view, go to Setting. For the trace, we need to input the variable name. Comparator 1 is for the ITM, to print the printf output. Make sure you select the ITM stimulus port 0. Press the red button to enable the record. Type the variable in the live expression that you want to monitor. And finally, start the debug. You can see all the features working properly. The delay I declared was very less. Let me just increase that to 1 second. Let's launch the debug session again. This time, I will not select the trace. So, we will only monitor the printf output. Sorry, I forgot to turn on the record button. We can see the printf output now. And there is no trace, as expected. We can go to Settings, enable the trace, reset the controller and start. And it is back on. Similarly, if you only want to use the trace, just remove the other from the setting option. and you can see that only Trace is enabled now. This is it, guys. I hope you understood this video, and you will use these features in your programs. I will continue making videos with CubeIDE now, if it doesn't screw up, as it used to. You can read the description for more details.